Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. This is your November to December energetic monthly forecast for all of my earth signs out there. So that is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So if your sun, moon, or rising signs fall into Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, then this is the video for you. So this month we check out the energy surrounding your health, relationships, finances, challenges, and blessings. So this month I switched it up and decided to do things a little different where I combined all of the signs to their element. So every single sign will still get its own individualized energetic forecast. If you just want to go on ahead and just jump straight into your own signs, monthly energetic forecast breakdown, then the timestamps are left down below in the description and the comments box. But I just ended up pairing all of the air signs, earth signs, water signs, and fire signs together. So I have a few things to address before getting started. So like I said, if you want to head straight to your reading, I've left the timestamps down below in the description and the comments section. Okay, so let me just mention, there is a skull in the video, you guys. There is a skull in the video. And I just wanted to mention this because I know some of you are probably like, yeah, okay, whatever. But a select few of you did tell me some time ago that you're not fond of skulls for whatever reason, and that's why I stopped using them in my readings some time ago. But I do love them. I think that they are beautiful, and especially this one because it has the zodiac wheel carved on top of it with the constellations, and I love it so much. As you guys can see, well, you probably can't see, but as you guys can see, there's like a all these zodiac signs. I think that this type of stuff is cute. That's just me though. And I love it. So I'm going to be using it this month, and probably I'll probably be using it on my channel as well. Maybe not in every video, but definitely in the videos to come, because this is just me. This is what I'm into. This is what I like. And I want to be as authentic with you guys. I don't really want to be using things in my videos just to try to get more views or just to try to make certain people comfortable. If this is just what I like, it's what I like. And so, you know, I understand if it's not your thing, but just putting that out there. So, but another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is when I do these readings, and majority of you already understand this, but some people come to these tarot readings really expecting answers. And I just wanted to clearly say that I never proclaim to have the answers, okay? And that's why I have a disclaimer before every video of mine that you have to utilize your own intuition in these readings, in my readings anyways, to receive the clarity it is that you are looking for. I don't profess to call myself a healer, a shaman, a witch, Reiki master, whatever, a spiritualist, a guru. I don't proclaim to call myself anything like that because I'm still learning, healing, growing, and evolving just like the rest of you. And learning and healing never stops. It is a lifestyle. So I don't have the answers to your life. Only you do. Just like I don't go consulting others for answers to my life, because I know that when the time is right, the clarity will reveal itself to me. I read the language of energy with my readings and not concrete answers, because these are general readings, one, and everyone's life is so completely different. Unless I intuitively receive a very detailed message during a reading, which I do sometimes, and I will mention it, but usually I really try to stay away from details because everybody comes from a different walk of life. That's just the wide spectrum of differences that we're dealing with when we talk about the collective. Not everybody is having the same life incarnation and the same life experiences, and I definitely take that into consideration when I'm doing these readings. So I try to accommodate everyone. So for those of you looking for concrete answers about, you know, when is this going to happen, how is this going to happen, who's this person I'm going to fall in love with, I want their social security number and their address, it's like I don't have these details, you guys. And you know, the universe, this is not me coming up with these answers. The universe reveals certain things when it wants to. Everything works on divine timing. I am not God. And another thing as well that I want to mention is I don't want you guys to come to me or anyone else for healing. Know that you can heal yourself. Know that you have the answers. Start relying first and foremost on you. Do not give that power to me or anybody else. And if someone is taking that power from you by telling you that you need them for magic or healing or understanding or this or that, just know that that's a lie, okay? And you have the power to change your own life. I am not going to do that for you because I literally cannot. Nobody can. One Reiki session, one meditation session, going to church on Sundays, lighting a candle, reciting a mantra is not going to change your life. If you want to change your life, you have to be committed, because this is a lifestyle. It's not a session. This is everyday work that the universe needs to see you put in for the universe to reinvest into you. And you know, that's why I take these breaks sometimes too as well, where I wish I could upload every single day for you guys. I would if I could. But you know, there are times where I'm just called to just stop and to plug in, to do my research, to study, to just not do anything sometimes. And these are the times where I'm receiving downloads of information. These are the times where I'm receiving more and more clarity on my own perspective and my own spiritual journey. That just plays into the fact that, like I was just saying, I'm still healing, growing, learning, and evolving just like you guys. So I never want you guys to rely on me or anyone else. I want you to be able to rely on yourself. We can all support each other through this, but depending on each other is it can be a very dangerous thing. So I will not do the work for you. No one is, and no one should, because we all have our own journey that we are dedicated to, that we need our own energy and strength to get through. So let's help and support each other on this journey, but please do not set yourself up or people up on an impossible task to fix or heal you, because you'll just keep going back to that person every time there's an issue or every time there's a this or that. Don't give your power away like that. Remember who you are. So I love these readings where we are reading energy, divining energy, and applying it to our life, our own specific individual life, because we are learning how to walk on our own path with our own 2 feet. And that's always my goal here on my channel. Some of you won't like to hear that, but literally, like, every single one of you on my channel that have subscribed to my channel, my soul family, you guys I already know you guys, like, you guys love putting in that hard work and labor when it comes to working on you. And I love you guys for that. You are a strong force to be reckoned with. I love a warrior. We all have it in us, but from my warrior to yours, thank you. I appreciate you. And, keep conquering life, because it's amazing. I love seeing you guys work and the progress it is that you guys make in your life. And you guys are not making progress. You guys are not getting healed. You guys are not making things happen because of me. Okay, just know that. It's not because of me or any other healer in this world or any other pastor or a church or a religion. It's not because of that. It's because of you. You're deciding to put your work into this. We're co-creators. Even the Most High, even Spirit itself cannot help us if we do not want to help ourselves. Okay, so obviously I can't help you. No one else can. This is all up to you. And if you are healing, if your life is getting better, pat yourself on the back. So before we get started, let me just say that this is a general reading. And in order for this reading to resonate with you specifically, you have to be intuitively synced into the energy of this reading. To help you all do that, I'll be providing a 30-second meditation. So if you'd like to participate, bring your awareness to your body, starting with your feet and then working your way up in sections. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. Then exhale out of your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds, gently drawing your navel in towards your spine as you exhale. After breathing like that a few times, we'll start that meditation right now. All right, hopefully that was enough time to get your psychic voice activated. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to take this time to thank your beautiful guides, my beautiful guides, our higher self, and the Most High for these messages. And don't forget, you guys, to head down to the timestamps so you're not sitting through the entirety of this video, because like I said, your own sign has its own individualized reading for this month. So check out the timestamps, okay? Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to your Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first, obviously, before moving on to the oracle cards. So we'll be starting off with this card all the way over here to the left, and this card will be showing me your health, basically the energy surrounding your health for the Scorpio season for the month of November. So let's go ahead and take a look. And we have here the 9 of Wands. Okay, so I want to say with this, be careful about staying in the house too much or about isolating yourself too much this November, Capricorn, because I'm picking up some, not like necessarily hesitation, but almost like a distaste or like a repugnance for being around the normal crowd that you're used to being around. I'm seeing or feeling you getting easily defensive with people whose antics you'd normally put up with, but I'm seeing you have zero tolerance for it this November. There's a lot going on with my Capricorns that not everyone knows about, and that's what's also adding to this feeling of get away from me, or I want to get away from you because you wouldn't understand it anyways. You can't relate. You don't get it. So be careful about isolating yourself too much, and be careful of being defensive, because I see it playing on your emotional and mental health in November, where you may be feeling a little paranoid or maybe even suspicious of others and their motives this month. There could be a little bit of projection here as well. Others projecting onto you, you projecting onto others. So I see you retreating into that cold version of yourself that you can easily tap into because you just want distance and space. It's like you're going to feel as though you're in a stuffy room and you just need to get out so that you can breathe and catch your breath. Another thing that I'm getting with this card here is don't be stubborn with your health this month. If you're feeling like something is off or wrong, listen to your body. Do not dismiss it. Don't try to handle it yourself. Go seek a professional if you feel something is off or wrong. I'm seeing a lot of stubbornness and resistance from my Capricorns this month as well. So don't let it get the best of you. As you can see, he's hurt in this card. Let me just hold it up. As you can see here, though, he's hurt in this card. He's like bandaged up. I mean, he's been through it, you know, and he's constructed this wall. And to me, I always see this wall of wands that he's holding. I always see it as like his battle scars. I always see it as like his different wounds that he's received from other people and from life just in general. And like, it's like he's just tired. So he built a wall just to keep everyone out because he just needs a break. He just needs to stop the madness, to stop the chaos, to stop the issues just for a moment, just so he can catch his breath. And that's what I'm saying for my Capricorns is like, you just want to catch your breath here. So, you know, he's trying to tend to his own wounds in this card. So don't make that mistake this month, Capricorn. If you need help, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, seek it out. Okay. Do not be stubborn and do what you want to do just because you don't trust another person's advice or you don't want to hear their advice, or even your own body. You could be sort of, hard-headed with. So don't be hard-headed with your own physical body. There's like a hard-headedness here. Is that a word? I don't even know. There's like a hard-headedness here that you really need to manage for November. And you know the saying, a hard head makes for a soft ass. So don't put yourself in a position for things to get worse when you could have dealt with it sooner. Okay. So be careful as well of like drinking and partaking in any sort of extracurricular activities that may not be the best influence on you. If it's in moderation, that's one thing and that should be okay. But there's like a feeling here of I'm going to do what I want to do. And you got to watch out for that because it's like you're going to be so choosy about who you let in and whose advice you take and who gets your cold shoulder. So I just see you kind of being like, you know, I don't feel like hearing your advice. I don't feel like hearing your opinions. I just want to do what I want to do. And that's that, you know, just very kind of stubborn this month. So be careful, be mindful of that. Just try to manage it as much as you can. So moving on to this card here, this is going to be showing me your love and your relationships for this month of November, or it's just going to be showing me the energy surrounding your love and relationships for the Scorpio season. So let's take a look. And we have here the Page of Wands. Okay, so for my singles, something feels really hot and like fast moving here. Like not too serious, but like a lot of fun. It feels like a chase or being chased, which I don't see a problem with at all, honestly. It looks like it's more fun than anything. So you could definitely be meeting someone in November that catches your eye or intrigues you somehow. Because like I said, with this Nine of Wands over here, you're just so not going to be feeling your normal crowd or group of friends this month. But a new person is going to feel fresh, different, new, and not so exhausting. There's something about the newness of it that feels like less work than being around the people that you already know and have relationships with. So for those of you in a relationship, it looks like a serious conversation is going to come up for some of you. It looks or feels like something that needs to be discussed that hasn't been yet. And sometime in November, there's like the perfect opportunity that just sort of presents itself, and it seems like the perfect time to have this really maybe heavy conversation, or this really big or really long conversation, something like that. But I honestly see this as a milestone that you reach for, But I honestly see this as like a milestone you reach for those of you in a relationship. So I'm seeing it as a good thing for very many of you. This could also pertain to family as well, but I see very many of you voicing your opinion and saying what needs to be said because you just don't have as much patience and tolerance with your normal crew as usual. So whether you're in a relationship or dealing with family or something like that, just your relationships in general, the energy around that is like, listen, we need to talk, or listen, this has been bothering me, or listen, I need to get this off my chest, or listen, I've been feeling like maybe you have something to say. Maybe you need to get something off your chest. This could also be you kind of taking the reins, kind of taking control over the situation or the relationship and saying, hey, I've been feeling a weird sort of energy with you or vibe with you. Do you have anything that you want to say to you? Do you have anything that you want to say to me? Do you have anything that you need to say to me? Because it's been feeling a little off or weird between us lately. So this could also be you kind of initiating the conversation as well. So let's go on ahead and move on to this card here. And this will be showing me the energy surrounding your finances, career, professional, work, school life. Okay, for the month of November. That's a lot, but let's go on ahead and take a look. And we have here the Magician in reverse. Okay, so I see you waiting on news that pertains to your job, your career, professional life, your money, something in that department, your school life, even, or your school career even, because many of you have already created an environment for change in this area of your life. And I see you now just waiting for those results to take root. So there may be some sort of impatience here, but don't worry, because to see this card in reverse is screaming at me that you've sent your intentions up. You've sent up your prayers. You've worked hard. And now these prayers and intentions and work is returning to you tenfold. Whatever you set in motion within the last few months, I don't know why I want to say 6 months, but I'm just kind of feeling like 6 months. Within the last 6 months is when maybe many of you have done the most work and the most labor trying to get something off the ground or trying to get something to your liking. And so I'm feeling like the last 6 months for many of you, but whatever it is that you set in motion is now returning to you. It's beginning to materialize, whatever this may be. Then for others of you, I'm seeing like a stalemate where you're feeling like, what more do I need to do? What more can I do? My hands are literally tied. I've done everything on my end. And when is this thing coming? When will I get to have my success or my money or my big break? Some of you are waiting on a big break. And by the end of this month, many of you will receive news or some sort of sign that will alert you as to what's happening. So you won't be in this state of limbo or guessing anymore. You'll have answers one way or another. So you can either work your magic to make it happen or turn your attention to somewhere else. But you will have your answers one way or another. I'm totally saying that. And with that answer, it's like that answer sometimes is all we need, even if it's a yes or a no, even if it's an answer that we don't want, because at least when you get an answer, you get closure with the situation. And it's like, okay, well, now I can work my magic to make something happen that I need to happen, or now I can focus elsewhere, or, now I can do what it is that I need to do. But either way, you'll be able to move forward because it feels like a decision or a stalemate for some of you. But it's like you're waiting on a decision or a decision is being made or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and check on this card here. This is going to be showing me the challenging energy that may be surrounding your month of November, this month of Scorpio, or this season. So let's see. And we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, again. So we have another Wands card. And in this one, they are battling it out. Like I was saying earlier, you're not going to be feeling your normal group of people or friends or family or coworkers. You're going to be a little defensive almost, just almost like waiting for someone to cross a line so you can put them back in place. It's like this energy of, I'm not playing with you. Like I ain't a killer, but don't push me. You know what I mean? Very like, I'm just not in the mood, where normally I see you not even noticing these people, let alone being bothered by them. But in November, it's like November has you on this completely different type of vibe where you're like, please try me. Like I've been waiting. Nine of Wands. I've been waiting. Like, please try me. I built a whole wall up and everything. Please come and see me, because I'm going to see you coming like a mile down the road. His awareness in this Nine of Wands, his awareness is so heightened that he is almost like a little suspicious. He is almost like a little paranoid. He's just waiting for the next battle scar. He's just waiting for the next wound. And the thing is like, whether that suspicion is warranted or not, whether that suspicion is justified or not, you're going to have this heightened sense of awareness where it's like, you're just going to be able to so easily pick up on the energy of others. And like I was saying, normally you wouldn't be bothered, but it's like, it's something about this month of November and the Scorpio season that just has you extra aware of everything. So the thing that I see is confrontation or an argument with this Five of Wands. I see the challenging energy being confrontation, an argument, standing your ground. I'm seeing it be more so verbal than anything though. So the challenging energy here may just be trying to refrain yourself from speaking with such a sharp tongue. Like I said, that cold archetype of you is going to get brought out of you this November. And so it's going to be very easy for you to put someone in their place and to not feel guilty or remorseful about it. You're just going to be waiting. Some will deserve this verbal backhand and others are just going to be caught in the crossfire. It's like, you know, just wrong place at the wrong time because you did not come to play this November. So just make sure that whoever it is that's getting that sharp like whiplash that you can express verbally sometimes when it comes to certain situations, when it comes to certain people, you know, just make sure that that person on the other end of that whiplash is deserving of it. Okay. Because like I said, you're just kicking ass and taking names this November. So let's go ahead and check out this card here. This is going to be showing me the blessing energy or the fortunate energy surrounding your month of November. And we have, look at this, beautiful, the High Priestess. That's beautiful. Yeah, I was waiting for a sign here. But before I said anything, so you're going through so much. And I think I did say that earlier in this reading, that you're going through a lot and people just don't know it. And that's why you have a shorter fuse this month, this November, Capricorn, because for you, it's like, I'm already going through this and that. So please do not come for me. Please do not bring me anything that is a waste of my time or my energy. I'm just not going to entertain it. And so you're going to be very strict about what's brought to your attention and what you deal with. The High Priestess is here to say that you're going to be getting very close to her this month. Some of you may even try to run from her or stay away from her, but you're not going to be able to deny your intuition. And that's the thing that I'm seeing. Like I said, there's going to be this heightened awareness that you have this month. And that's going to be your High Priestess coming in, trying to almost get you to recognize your intuition, get you to regularly communicate and converse with her, because she's definitely trying to send you messages. She's trying to make you have an awakening. And that's basically what's happening. There's a lot of revelations coming to my Capricorns this month, and those revelations are going to push you to have this moment where you almost wake up from a spell and you see how your time could be better spent. You see those relationships as a draining of your own energy. You see people for who they truly are. You see your priorities with these fresh new eyes, and you want to make certain changes. Like you just take on this responsibility of like, certain things need to change, and it's going to happen because you're going to see what's clearly wrong or right in your world and in your life. You're going to see your energy and time as something so sacred, precious, and valuable, to the point where you start removing certain people, things, behaviors from your life, or you make a way more strict boundary to protect your energy, time, and your mind. But there's a spiritual awakening or almost an upset that occurs, like in sports. You know how they say it, like in sports, like, you know how they say in sports, like, this was a total upset. Nobody saw it coming. That's what's sort of going on here, where it's like, I did not see that coming. Like, I didn't know my High Priestess was there. I didn't know my intuition could be this verbal. I didn't know my intuition could be this loud. And that's why, or I never looked at things this way before. I never saw things this way before. And that's why you want space to yourself this month, because when your energy body is going through this much change, it forces our external world into a state of quietness or into isolation, almost like hibernation mode, hermit mode, basically, because we are spiritually and energetically going through so much that we just cannot handle the outside world the way that we normally could, the way that we used to. So, you know, be very easy on yourself, Capricorn, okay? So let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here to see what else your guides want to say to you. Basically the oracle cards is where your guides came in for this message. So let's go on ahead and see what they have to say. All right, and the first card that we have here is the Oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Wow, amazing, amazing. Then soul work. Then sacred sexuality. Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. And wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. All right, so starting off with this card here in the middle, the Oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So this is your high priestess, you guys. She's coming up again in this card. So the high priestess is, some see her as an elderly woman. She's the elder, the woman or goddess of wisdom. So some people see her as a crone because she knows so much. And you know how, well, at least in my community anyway, in the African-American community, we see our elders as our roots. They hold a lot of knowledge and wisdom because they've been through more life than the younger people. And I remember my parents used to always say that to me, like, you know, those are your roots right there, talking about like my grandparents and things like that. And I wish I would have learned a lot more from them. Unfortunately, they passed before I really got to learn as much as I wanted to learn from them. But you know, these are your roots. And so even people that you're not related to, older people, I used to love getting around older people because they usually aren't messy. One, they don't have the time to be, and they're usually so much more honest than most people. Elders and kids are. They have no filter usually. And that's how many people see the high priestess. They see her as this crone who's an older woman, and not because she's evil or hideous, but because of her wisdom. She was highly regarded for her wisdom and the hell that she literally had to go through to become the woman that she is, who is full of knowledge, magic, and strength. Research the story of the high priestess. It will like blow you guys away. She had to travel to the pits of hell because she was forced there by men in one of the stories of the high priestess. And instead of her succumbing to her experience, she persevered and ended up helping other souls and returning to earth with a plethora of knowledge, wisdom, magic, and strength that no one else possessed except her. But she earned that right to that sacred knowledge because of the hell that she was forced to go through. That's you, Capricorn. You're going through a lot because you are being remade through the fire and through the pain. So that's what's happening right now. You're being remade into a version of the high priestess where you are going to gain all of this wisdom. You're going to gain, I forgot we had the card of wisdom here. You're going to gain so much wisdom this November. And then moving on to soul work and wisdom. This is coming from the ordeals that you've had to encounter and fight through or outsmart your way out of. Many of you may be doing shadow work at this time as well, which is kind of, it kind of goes hand in hand with soul work. So you may be trying to recall lost pieces and fragments of your soul. So soul retrieval work, or this card could be saying to get into that, because with all of this inner work and healing happening, you may feel called to work more closely with your soul, your ancestors, and even your higher self. And that's what I'm seeing when I see the soul work card. I'm seeing like ancestral work. I'm seeing working with your higher self, your high priestess. That's what I'm really seeing, like a super duper spiritual time for my Capricorns. And moving on to sacred sexuality, I knew I was seeing some spice for some of you this month with this page of wands right here. I don't know why, but it just looks spicy or something to me. So as well as this could also be alerting to your root and your sacral chakra work, especially the sacral chakra, which is where our pleasure and sexuality, that all of that energy sort of sits within our sacral chakra, which is right underneath your navel. So this could also be talking about coming to know more of your divine masculine or divine feminine this month as well, whether you are a man or a woman, because it says sacred sexuality. So this could definitely be having to do with your sex life. But for me, it's kind of feeling more like dealing with your divine masculine and your divine feminine, the polarities that exist within you. This could also be talking about dealing with the opposite sex within your life, maybe within your relationships, things like that. But for me, what I'm getting here a lot is whether you are a man or a woman, I feel like this could be talking about coming to know more of your divine masculine or your divine feminine, and actually learning the balance between the two polarities of the sacred masculine and feminine. Because understanding that balance, it brings much wisdom. This is actually what the ancient Cometians, which is just ancient Egyptians, believed strongly, because they believed that we must learn how to balance both of these polarities before we are allowed to enter into the sacred space of the high priestess. And she has a lot of ancient Egyptian symbolism in in her card. So this is kind of interesting to me how these are kind of speaking to each other. The cards are sort of speaking to each other here. And imagination. So the thing that speaks to me with this card is for some reason to be careful about wanting to escape this month from this intense time, as well as I'm hearing the message that no, it's not your imagination. You may think that whatever the high priestess, tells you or shows you is just an overactive imagination. But it's not. These are real experiences you're having. So don't write them off as like, oh, it's just my imagination. It's just this, it's just that. No, this is actually you. This is actually your intuition kind of guiding you through these different spiritual and energetic experiences that you'll be having this November. You could be having them while you're meditating, while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming, things like that. You could just, even in your waking life, see a lot of things, because I'm seeing a highly spiritual time for my Capricorns. I'm actually Capricorn rising, so I'm actually pretty excited about this. But yeah, I've already been feeling a lot of this energy, especially this Five of Wands energy. I've already been feeling a lot of that, honestly. So yeah, but this is all that I'm seeing from my Capricorns. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength for this beautiful month of November and this beautiful Scorpio season, because it's pretty intense. So don't beat yourself up too much about how you respond, how you react, what you do, okay? Just be gentle with yourself. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirit itself for this beautiful message today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon, but until then, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world, keep loving, and I will be back next time, all right? Bye, guys. All right, and Taurus, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with these 5 tarot cards here before working our way to the oracle cards. And this card all the way over here to the left will be the tarot card that I'm starting with first. And this will be showing me the energy surrounding your health, your emotional, mental, physical, spiritual health for this month of November and for Scorpio season, which has been very intense for everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look. And we have here, yeah. Look at that, the 3 of Swords. And I'm a Taurus too, so my sun is in Taurus. So I'm interested to see what's going on here. But for me, with this 3 of Swords, I don't see much distinction between your emotional, mental, and physical health this month. I think other times you'd be more capable of sort of compartmentalizing and separating these aspects of your life. But in November, they're going to all kind of bleed into each other. I'm seeing emotional health affect your physical health and your mental health playing into all of this. I'm seeing for many of you that this is a lot of old hurts coming back up to the surface. And that actually makes a lot of sense with us being in Scorpio season and dealing with Mercury going retrograde on top of that. But I feel as though this hurt, this issue is going to deal with something close to home, something near and dear to your heart that you haven't completely purged yourself of. And this is going to physically manifest in your life with signs of fatigue or restlessness, irritability. You may even feel physically ill while dealing with some of these issues, especially if these are deeply suppressed old issues. You may get migraines, you may get nausea, vomiting, even things like that, especially if these are really, really heavy emotions that you've suppressed for a long time. Our body has a way of physically reacting to a lot of those different sort of energetic, those heavy energies, those heavy emotions. So, you know, people have even gone into seizures and things like that. People have gone literally into seizing because they have not emotionally purged. They have not emotionally released a lot of suppressed things, a lot of traumas and things like that. So it's like it's all going to hit you at once. I'm seeing with these 3 swords. I'm seeing these 3 swords as past, present, future, or maybe even mind, body, spirit. So that's how I'm kind of seeing these swords, and it's like in your heart. So it's hitting close to home. And you know, like I said, this could be past, present, future. And that's kind of where the mental health being put at risk comes into play with this past, present, future, because something this month, which would be your present, may trigger you to deal with a pain or trauma from the past. And that may make you fear or have anxiety about the future. And this is all going to hit you at once. It's going to feel like a lot, but please just keep telling yourself that this will not last forever, because it won't. Truthfully, it's not going to last forever. This is your emotional body purging itself of old hurts, traumas, conflicts, and issues. I'm seeing that it's really important for you to deal with whatever sort of rubs you the wrong way or whatever makes you feel something. Deal with it right then and there, because it's like a snowball effect. I keep saying, I'm saying that whether this be your emotional, mental, physical, or spiritual health, it's going to keep snowballing the longer you put off dealing with this particular issue. So deal with this so you can release this from your body, from your being. The universe, even the planets, are encouraging everyone to purge and release this month of November. This is what Scorpio season is all about. So this is kind of a collective thing that's happening this November. And Scorpio is Taurus's opposing sign. So this is Scorpio season. My Tauruses are going to be feeling so intensely. Like I said, I'm a Taurus myself. I've already been feeling this energy pretty intensely. But yeah, us being the opposing sign of Scorpios, like this is something that's going to hit us pretty hard, just as hard as Scorpio, if not harder, because we are the opposing sign. So deal with this as quickly as you can. Not as quickly, like don't rush through the issue, but I'm saying like as soon as you feel something in your being, as soon as you feel kind of put off, or as soon as you feel maybe annoyed or upset or hurt, deal with it right then and there, because it's just the energy of the season. We also have, like I was saying, we're the opposing sign of Scorpio. So that means that we're going to have a full moon in Taurus this November 12th. So that's a huge shout out from this card to that full moon, that a lot of revelations are happening for us during that time. So a lot of different revelations, a lot of things are just going to come up right to the surface, almost out of nowhere for many of you, where you're like, where the hell is this coming from? I thought I dealt with this. And it's like, no, this is Scorpio really tugging on that, really applying pressure to Taurus, because like I was saying, we're the opposing sign of Scorpio. So we're going to be feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of pull the Scorpio season to deal with a lot of things, to kind of bubble up right to the surface, along with all of our deeply suppressed emotions, a lot of those heavy emotions, things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This is going to be showing me the energy surrounding your love life, your relationships, things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look. And we have here the Two of Pentacles. Okay, again, I'm picking up someone wanting to purge their relationships. This could be saying goodbye to certain people, as well as this could just be saying goodbye to certain ways that you deal with people, like maybe communication, for instance. That could be something that you decide to change up in your relationship, or to kind of purge these same sort of behaviors within your relationships, or as well as making boundaries. Boundaries is also another way to kind of purge your relationships and things like that, to kind of put your foot down and say, no more of this, no more of that. I'm not comfortable with this, or I am comfortable with that. So there's this energy of, I was doing things this way, and now I'm leaning more towards a fresh start, or now I'm leaning more towards doing things that way, where we do things differently, because the old way, this juggling act, hasn't been working for you or me. Or maybe it has been working, but I'm just exhausted at trying to keep this up. There must be an easier way. And I see you working to find that easier way to deal with all of these different priorities. I'm getting so much, honestly, right now, and I'm trying to keep up with everything that's coming to me. But let me see here. Okay, so you may also feel stretched thin within your personal life or your relationships. You may feel torn between work and your love life, or your partner and hanging out with your friends, or hanging out with people versus getting some alone time to decompress. It's like you want both, but you can't be in both places at once. You want to do and be there for everyone, including yourself, and it's just a lot to juggle. So make sure that you are resting. Make sure that at some point you drop these two pentacles to stop juggling, so you can just focus on one thing or person or yourself at a time. As you can see in this background here of this card, let me just hold it up. But as you can see in the background here, even the waves, they're going up and down, up and down. We have like the ships, like they're just going up and down with the waves. And so there's this feeling like, make a decision, make a move. So, if that resonates with you, to make a decision or to make a move, if that resonates with you, then you know what that's about, and I don't even need to say anything else. That full moon in Taurus is going to put a lot of things into perspective. It's going to raise a lot of questions, and it's going to make us feel more inclined to make a move, to either the left or the right, to make a move to either this pinnacle or that pinnacle. We're not really going to feel like juggling anymore, is what I'm really getting from this card, in terms of our relationships, in terms of our love life, in terms of the people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, in terms of the people that you know, are closest to us, it's like, yeah, I'm not juggling anymore. It's either one or the other, you know? So if that resonates, like I said, this is a general reading, so allow your intuition to kind of fill that in. But you definitely know what this is if that resonates. Okay, so let's go on ahead and move on to this card here to see what's going on with the energy surrounding our work, finances, career life, professional life, school life. So let's go on ahead and take a look, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this king normally, well, honestly, every king in the tarot normally has their shit together. Okay, they normally have it all together. They normally have it all figured out, but that's not happening this month, Taurus. This month I'm seeing career, professionally, even educationally, I'm seeing it slip out of your grasp a little bit. We kind of dropped the ball in this area of our life, but that's because of all of this going on with the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, with this emotional, mental, spiritual purging, then having to remake our life after all of that, and having to decide how we're going to deal with all of that. It's a lot. You know, it's a lot to manage. Like I was saying with this Two of Pentacles, we're going to try, but something has to give somewhere. And it's not that we want to lose focus. It's not that we want to lose control over juggling these Two Pentacles, but we are for a second. We are going to lose control for a second. And I'm actually seeing this as a good thing because we need it. If this king tries to hold his ground and to not slip up anywhere, if he keeps trying to keep up with this juggling act, he's going to end up having an emotional or mental breakdown because there's too much going on. Something has to give. So take a day off if you can. Take yourself out on a date or go hang out with someone that you know will support you and laugh with you through this time, even though Mercury is also retrograde for your friends and family too. But this is actually something that I did last week. I took myself on a date to the movies. I probably looked crazy as all hell, but I just had this deep need to go out, to have a few laughs and to enjoy myself around strangers because I knew that strangers aren't going to bother me. I don't know them. I don't have to talk to them. I don't have to keep up with anything. I can just go out, kind of relax and be to myself. And it was so refreshing, and I was able to clear my mind and not have to work so hard at trying to figure things out or keep everything together. You're not a machine. Sometimes you have to release that grip on doing everything the right way or doing everything perfectly or keeping it all together all the time. Sometimes you have to let go and cry or scream or not be on top of every little thing at work or with your finances or within your relationship, within your home, within your family, within your love life. You know, sometimes you have to free yourself of the chokehold that our responsibilities has us in, because if you don't set those responsibilities down every now and again, you will burn yourself out, exhaust yourself, or break down entirely, where you can't do anything for anyone, where you can't be there for your friends, your loved ones, your family, your lover, your spouse, your kids, your boss, your coworkers, clients, the world, yourself even. This card is saying to reschedule or reprioritize your life, specifically your time is what I'm getting with this for some reason. There's something about your time that's really sticking out to me with this King of Pentacles, that you really need to rework your schedule, your time, something like that. You know, I'm seeing an emphasis on that when it comes to work or school and finances. There has to be a more effective way of dealing with these things so they're not getting the best of you, because I see us losing a little bit of our own grip here. And another thing that I'm seeing with this King of Pentacles in reverse is you possibly even being more open to other jobs, careers, different financial opportunities than maybe you were before. This is the breaking down of your walls professionally. So an idea or an opportunity may hit you that you want to fully know or understand before getting into, but it's just going to require a leap of faith. This is definitely like saying, take a leap of faith. Know all the boundaries, all the ins and outs, all the details are not worked out. They might not be worked out, but this is a leap of faith. This is what this King of Pentacles is also saying to me. Okay. So let's go on ahead and move on to this card right here. And this is going to be showing me the challenging energy that you may face for this month of November, the Scorpio season. And we have here, look at that, another pentacle, 5 of Pentacles, you guys. So this is reaching for a life raft out in the middle of the ocean, stranded, waiting for a helicopter, a boat, waiting for something or someone to come in and help you or rescue you. But the thing is that's not going to happen. The good thing about this card, though, is that they're running around frantically looking for help, shelter, support in the freezing cold. They just need shelter. That's all they want. But they keep failing to notice the church, with warmth and lights and refuge. This church could accommodate them in all of their needs, but they're just not noticing it because they are so focused, because all they are focused on is how desperate they are for sanctuary, for help, for refuge. Do not get so caught up in the heaviness of this month or this issue or this ordeal that you lose sight of the beings, places, and people that are standing right beside you, holding everything you need. Don't become so frantic that you can't see help and relief when it is right in front of you. Like I was saying with this Two of Pentacles here, there has to be an easier way to deal. And like I also said with this King of Pentacles, find a more effective way to manage and cope so that these situations aren't getting the better of you, because that's what's happened in this card. Their fears and their discomfort. Like the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card that's saying this ain't comfortable. The Three of Swords is the card of emotional pain, emotional discomfort. And it also ties into mental pain and discomfort. The thing about this Five of Pentacles here is that their discomfort has gotten the best of them. Their Three of Swords has gotten the best of them, and it's caused them to look past sources and areas and people that can offer relief, support, and help. Don't miss your way out because you're consumed by whatever this is. So the challenge here is managing your crisis and being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel when it's dark, being able to hold on to your hope and your faith when things seem so difficult or overwhelming. Hold on to that, because like I said earlier, keep reminding yourself that this will not last forever. Whatever this is, it is okay. It will not last forever. All right, Taurus. So let's go ahead and take a look at this card here. This is going to be showing me the blessings that you can expect, or the blessing energy that you can expect for this month, this November, this Scorpio season. And we have here, look at this, you guys, the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, so we had the King of Pentacles, another Pentacles card as well. We got 4 Pentacles cards here. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a really heavy time for my Taurians, because we're dealing with Scorpio, because we're dealing with our opposing sign. So we had the King of Pentacles in reverse, and now the Queen of Pentacles. So the King and Queen represent two different entities, two different sides of the same coin, two polar opposites of the same spectrum. The King is someone that calls for more order, boundaries. He's action oriented, whereas the Queen calls for more sensuality, attraction, nurturing, and sensitivity. So she can represent manifesting as well, but because she's kind of like the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is very much like the Empress. It's all about kind of creating, attracting, chemistry, things like that, manifesting. So, and honestly, you know, Taurus is the sign, is the zodiac sign of manifestation, of bringing heaven to earth. So basically, the Queen leads more with her senses than what's written down black and white on paper, like the King. So the blessing here is to not do anything except for to take care of you. Nurture yourself, your heart, your mind, your pain, your being. This is how you not only deal with, but remove yourself from the overwhelming feeling of despair. You don't want to remove yourself from what it is that you're going through, because you want this to fully filter through. You want to fully metabolize these heavy emotions and energies. You want to fully digest them so you can purge them completely. But the thing is that you don't want to feel hopeless. You don't want to feel like you're in a state of despair where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to come out of this. No, do not get tricked. Okay, don't get tricked by the outside elements. Don't get tricked by the freezing cold, the blizzard. Don't get tricked by that, because there's a church waiting to take you in and saying, hey, you can come here and wait out this storm. That feeling of things will never get better, or why is this coming back up, or why do I keep going through this? You nurture yourself through this intense time of purification. Encourage yourself by remembering that this won't last forever, that things will heal itself. Remember that you are being slowly released or freed from these really heavy emotions. But the only way out is through. So you going through this intensity is a sign that you are headed in the right direction. I believe that a few days after, like around 3 days, I don't know why, but I'm just hearing 3 days. But I believe that around 3 days after the full moon is happening on November 12th. So somewhere around November 15th is when you'll begin to feel more like yourself, or more like you have a grip on yourself. For many of you, you're going to feel a lot better around the 15th of the month. Around the middle of the month is when you're going to feel a lot better, a lot more normal, a lot more like yourself. You're going to start to feel like, okay, I'm starting to come out of this thing. I'm not feeling so overwhelmed. Okay. So let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards as well to see what else it is that your spirit guides have to say, because the oracle cards came from your spirit guides. So let's go on ahead and see. All right. And the very first card that we have is the Wizard. Use your skills to aid others. Share wisdom, power, courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Look at that, you guys. Courage. Have courage. Divine guidance. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. All right, so this is beautiful. So share wisdom, you guys. You're gaining so much life experience, knowledge, and wisdom from this time, from this month alone. This month is coming to make you stronger. It's coming to make you more powerful. This month is coming to bring you divine guidance and courage. And what you learn from this ordeal, from this month alone, will provide you with so much that not only will you be able to pass on to others the wisdom that you gained, but you'll also be able to pass on strength, courage, encouragement, power. You'll be able to guide others through their dark time as well, just based off of what it is that you learn from this month. We have, you guys, we have courage, share wisdom, power, divine guidance, the Wizard, who is like the magician. He's the being of manifestation. Do you see all that you are gaining after this month, after this ordeal, after this pain? You are gaining so much more than this ordeal is taking from you. And that is actually the universe blessing you when it says, I know you don't want to deal with this, but you have to release it or purge it from your being. It won't feel good, but after the rewards, the blessings, the opportunity, space, and potential you will have to create is like nothing else you've ever experienced. Like this Wizard card here, and like the Queen of Pentacles, you will be able to attract. I told you guys, the Queen of Pentacles, she attracts, she brings in material blessings, and she's the card representing your blessings for the month, you guys. Tell me this isn't like a sign right here. Tell me this isn't what's going, this is crazy. This is telling me you're going to be able to manifest so much more than you lost, than you had to go through. You're going to be able to manifest so much more than you ever thought you could because of the sole fact that you went through this ordeal. You released it. You purged what you no longer wanted or needed. And because of that, you are bringing in what you do want and need. This is powerful. This is amazing. I've got goosebumps. Like literally my entire being is just like, you know, you get the tingling sensation. Like as I was feeling around some of these cards, I felt like my crown chakra sort of tingling, but now it's like my entire body, I can feel it. And this is powerful. This is very powerful what my Taurians are going to be going through this month. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Three of Swords, that's saying, yeah, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to like it. But what comes after this, the blessings that come look at where you're let me just say this, and this is what I'm going to close out with. Look at where you're starting and look at where you end up. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so you guys just stay strong. You're going to be okay. Because where you are ending up, she is abundance. As you can see, everything it is that she has. Everything, she has so much that it's growing around her. That's how fucking abundant the Queen of Pentacles is. And that's a far stretch from where you're starting this month out. But let this give you some courage and some strength, you guys. You're going to be okay. Let this give you some courage and strength. You're going to be more than okay. You're going to be more than okay by the end of this month, all right? So this is all that I'm seeing from my Tauruses. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for delivering such a powerful, awesome message today. Hopefully you guys come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world. Keep being strong. You're going to be okay. And I'll be back next time, all right? Bye, guys. All right, Virgo, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards before working our way to the oracle cards here. So this card all the way over here to the left is the first card I'll be starting with, or the first card I'll be working with. And this card will be showing me the energy around your health. So that'll be your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual health, and the energy surrounding that. So let's take a look. And we have here the Seven of Wands. So the first thing that I heard with this card is exhaustion. There may be a few health issues that pop up in November, but this is from you overworking yourself, Virgo. This is you working and not resting or relaxing or sleeping because you're trying to meet deadlines or goals or secure deals, but you are doing way too much, and it's going to show in your physical health this November. It feels like anything that could be brought on by exhaustion, not getting enough rest, is what can manifest within your physical body. And the crazy thing is, I'm seeing, like, let's just say, for instance, like you get a really bad cold because you're not resting enough. You're not taking care of yourself. I see you still trying to work even through the cold and the stuffy nose or the migraine and the muscle aches. You're just so determined that you're almost too determined. And it's like, it's appreciated, but whatever you feel like is so important that you stop taking care of your health will be there after you get some rest, after you sleep, after you take some alone time, after you take care of yourself. I'm also seeing some irritability a little bit, some combativeness with people because you're so work focused, you're so work oriented this month. And that's kind of the deal every month with you, Virgo. But I'm seeing the workaholic archetype get to you physically this month, whereas normally it doesn't. So don't pop a ibuprofen for this thing and soak this body part in a bath while bandaging up that thing or something else. Just stop for a little bit and rest. That's the best way to take care of your physical health. Don't see your health as so confrontational, like it's this inconvenience, because that's your body trying to say, hey, I need attention, time, and care too. But you just don't want to accept it. It's like you don't want to hear it. It's like it's like you're telling your body, like, stop being so weak. Like we got stuff to do. And it's like, no, you got to rest. You know, you definitely need to rest. So let's go ahead and check out this card here. This is going to be showing me the energy around your love life, your relationships, things like that. Okay. And we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. Again, we have another Wands card, and there's just so much confrontation. There's so much like battle, like there's so much of a battle here. But is it really getting anywhere? And that's what I want you to ask yourself, Virgo. You are the master zodiac sign at understanding that it's going to take some stress or discomfort or a fight even to get what you want or need. Virgo understands that the hard work is just simply a part of the deal. But it's like you're going to lose sight or focus of if it's actually worth it or not. The stress you're willing to endure, the challenges for this thing, is it worth it? Is this fight, is the labor actually worth the reward? I think that's the most important thing to ask yourself this month, because this seems chaotic and like you don't have everything under control like you normally do or like you would like to. And I feel like that's the one thing that's going to cause you to lose control, is the fact that you are reaching so hard for it. So in terms of love and your relationships, you're not really going to be able to be present for many people. You're barely there for yourself and your own physical body and your own physical being this month. So of course there's going to be a bit of a struggle being able to be there for everyone else. This feels like you may have bit off more than you can chew. And if that's the case, then slowly scale back. There's so many people that want so many different things from you this month. And my fear for you is that you won't be able to be there for yourself. You're going to get overtaken in like this tidal wave of all these other obligations. And the one that's going to get put in the back burner is you, when you should be your first and number one priority. And this may be what causes some rifts between you and your loved ones this month, is they're trying to look out for you by telling you to relax or by telling you to take it slow, and you're not going to want to hear it. You can't fight all of this on your own. We're not meant to deal with everything on our own. That's why the divine gave us a big, beautiful world full of people and other beings. So make sure that you are honoring those other people and beings by honoring yourself first, because this card to me just looks like you're not in your right frame of mind. Like this isn't you, Virgo. Some of you, for some of you, this is a new you, and that's a good thing. And others just simply can't accept it. And for others of you, this isn't you, and others are calling you out on it. So you have to take care of yourself to know which situation is you. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to this card here to see the energy surrounding your work, finances, career, professional life, your school life for this month of November for the Scorpio season. And we have here the 6 of Wands in reverse, another Wands card. What's going on here, Virgo? You've got to slow down this month, Virgo. It's only for a little bit. You don't need to stop. You just need to slow down or scale back or accept some extra help maybe, because you trying to do it all on your own is going to put everything that you've worked for at risk. See, this is what you're aiming for. Right here. I knew it was something that you were fighting for, but this is it. Recognition, success, the fruits of your labor. The problem here, Virgo, is you keep aiming for a finish line or a goal. But why do you think that hitting that goal is the end? Do you really think that it'll end there? Because I'm telling you, once you take down this milestone, once you accomplish it, it's just going to transform into a new one. This is why you have to slow down, because you are always going to have something that you are reaching for or exerting yourself after. There's always going to be something that you want to conquer, and that's absolutely fine. Virgos probably could actually rule the world. I mean, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Mother Teresa, just to name a few. But you also have to learn how to rest. You can't conquer anything if you can't even make it to the front door because you're so exhausted. So with work and finances or your school life, I'm seeing you reach for something and actually get it. I'm seeing many of you accomplish this thing for sure this month, but that break won't come in the way that you think it will. It's like I can hear some of you saying, like, once I get here, then I can rest, then I can stop, then I'll be okay. Now, you know, and I know that you're a Virgo, and that's a damn lie. You're not going to stop. You are instinctively, energetically, and biologically structured to have the most killer work ethic, like a horse that keeps running until its heart gives out. So that goal that you reach is just going to turn into another one. So this for me is coming through as rest when you can before taking on another dream, because if not, that dream is going to crash and just fall. It's just going to sink right to the bottom because you can't give to it. You can't give it what you need to give it for this thing to materialize, for it to multiply, for it to evolve into what it is that you want it to evolve into. So rest, because this goal, this dream will be there. After you rest, after you sleep, after you take care of yourself, this goal and this dream is still going to be there. That much you can count on, okay? Let's go ahead and check out this card right here. This is going to be showing me the challenging energy that you may deal with for this month of November, the Scorpio season. And we have here the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you're not going to feel mentally sharp or keen. You may feel like you're missing that mental acuity. More than likely, it's because your ruling planet Mercury has gone retrograde. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. That's another reason for you to rest and not push, Virgo. Even your ruling planet has checked out for a few weeks. So another reason that you may be feeling less mentally aware or present is because of everything else that you are trying to manage. It's too much. Another possibility I'm seeing is an opportunity or an idea come to you, but you're not able to convert that idea or opportunity into an actual plan. You're not going to have the mental sharpness that this new opportunity is requiring of you because you are pushing for so many other things. You're fighting for so many other things. And because of that, you may feel like you have to forego a few things that you really want, but it's because you know you can't give it your Virgo 150%, because 100% to a Virgo is like 1,000% to everyone else. But you may not be able to give this thing your all because you are so divided amongst your other obligations, priorities, and responsibilities. That's why I said earlier to scale it back a little bit or to find some extra help. So when these new opportunities do arise or pop up, you're able to take them on. Like I said, I see you guys making this goal happen. Even though this is in reverse, I see it happening for you guys this month. I really do. For very many of you guys, I see you getting exactly what it is that you've been working for. And that's what's probably going to bring some more opportunities your way. And so you need to be fully present, aware, and rested to take on another dream or goal or project or job, okay? So let's go ahead and check out this card here. This is going to be showing me the blessing or the fortunate energy that you will be dealing with for this month of October, or for this month of November. Jesus, October. For this month of November. And we have here the Three of Pentacles. Look at that. Help. That's what I'm seeing with this Three of Pentacles. I see the major blessing for my Virgos this month is help coming in where you didn't even expect it. I see you meeting or running into people with certain skill sets that you never even knew they had. You never expected this person to be able to help you because you weren't aware that they had these abilities or talents. I'm also seeing someone more, how do I word this? Someone more maybe like accomplished. So someone that you may look up to, someone that may be more successful maybe. I'm seeing you snag their attention this month, and them even being a possible source of help or mentorship for you. I'm seeing your work and accomplishments get someone's attention, and they're going to want to invest into you, even if it's just to give some information, knowledge, advice, or it could go even deeper where they actually want to work with you, because this is the card of collaboration. So this is a really big deal, and this is why Spirit wants you to take it easy this month, because Spirit knows that this opportunity is coming, and the universe, the divine, your guides want you to be well rested and prepared so you can present yourself in a way where it'll make you more attractive, so that the way that this person really wants to work with you. Because, you know, this person that's more accomplished or successful or whatever, they're wanting to work with you because they see something in you, right? So your accomplishments are going to speak for themselves, and that's how you're going to grab this person's attention. But it's about how you come off when you finally get this person's attention. That's what's going to be the deciding factor in how far this relationship, opportunity, or collaboration goes. Okay, so it's really important to be well rested, to have your mind in a good mental state, to be mentally clear, to be mentally aware and available. That's going to be very, very important for you. In order to keep this person's attention. Because like I said, this person, they seem like it's going to be like a really big deal, because it's going to be like, oh my goodness, like I got your attention. But the thing is like, yeah, but you want to seal that deal by making sure that they also vibe with your personality, that they also vibe with your energy, because this person whose attention that you're going to get, they've been in this business for so long. They've been in this industry. They've been doing what it is that you're trying to get for so long, that it's like they know how to look at other things just besides your work ethic, just besides what it is that you bring to the table professionally. They also know how to look into energy. They also know how to look into vibes. If it feels right, that's another huge thing for this person. So it needs to feel right, and you need to bring that energy of like where you're attractive to work with, you know. So you want to bring the energy of where it's like, okay, they seem like they're mentally on their game. They seem mentally sharp. They seem ready. They seem prepared. They seem relaxed. They seem calm. They seem peaceful, while also at the same time being successful, while also at the same time working and managing all these different things. Okay, so you don't want them to see like, yeah, your work attracted me to you, but when they finally show up, you're like all tired or exhausted or pulling your hair out. You know, people can see that. People can smell that on you, whether you try to hide it or not. People can see this. Okay, so that's going to be really important for my Virgos this month. All right, so let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here, see what else it is that we're saying for your month of November and for this Scorpio season. All right, and the very first card that we have here is the Wolf. Beware who you trust. Okay, the Warrior. Oh yeah, you're definitely a warrior. You've been fighting. Love, beautiful. Good cheer, with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be. Best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Oh my goodness. Okay, so starting off with the Warrior. Yes, so you've definitely been fighting, or will be this month. This is an acknowledgement of the energy that this November has you on, which is anybody and everybody can get it, because I have a goal in mind. I have a dream, a vision, and I just need to get there. You want this thing so bad. It's like you can taste it almost. And love, what I'm getting with love is this felt like a relationship or a partner when I first picked it up, but then I saw this Wolf card here. Be careful who you trust. And so for some of you, this is a relationship that you're wanting or reaching for. But the thing I'm hearing is it in your mind? Is that what you have to be careful of trusting? Because something is hidden here that's going to pop up out of nowhere, maybe. Or it might not even pop up. But there's like a sort of undercurrent of something just beneath the surface. And I first felt it with this Seven of Wands over here. And now with this, be careful who you trust, and this Artemis, help me see what must be known. So there's something that you're not aware of that I feel like you're unable to see because you are so focused on this other thing or on this goal. You are so focused on the idea of what you want. The dream that you had, the idea of the dream that you had, that you're not paying attention to the reality of what's actually happening. You're missing some signs that are right there in front of you. So this feels like be careful, especially with this Ace of Swords being here, representing your challenges for the month. And this card is all about clarity, mental clarity. And this is representing your challenges for the month. So be very careful, because It seems like that whatever is going on with this undercurrent that you may not be aware of, it's probably slipping past you because you're so focused on everything else. Mercury's in retrograde. You know, your mental, you're not going to have that mental acuity like normally. You know, you guys are very detail oriented. You guys never miss a detail. But when it comes to this month and everything that is going on, it's like, and plus with these goals and dreams that you're trying to accomplish, it's like I mean, yeah, you definitely want to keep an eye out and to try to pause and to take a break every now and then. That the way you can kind of sniff out whatever else may be going on beneath the surface. So if there's anyone that's trying to get over on you, if there's anyone that's trying to run one over on you, you know, you're going to be able to kind of sniff that out. If you take a break, if you pause and just become aware of your surroundings, bring that mindfulness back, okay? So, you know, good cheer, moving on to good cheer. Like I said, you're going to get that goal this month, Virgo. After you get it, celebrate. Celebrate. Don't feel ashamed or guilty for celebrating. It's not going to kill you to celebrate. Have fun. Take a load off. Thank yourself and celebrate yourself for what you managed to accomplish. Celebrating to you may look like drinks with friends or a hot bath in a candlelit room or finally reading that book or taking a trip. Whatever it is, reward yourself. Just like the Six of Wands right here. I mean, they throw an entire celebration for this man that comes home with this win. So find a way to celebrate yourself, because you celebrating yourself is another form of relaxing and winding down and enjoying the fruits of your labors. So enjoy yourself, Virgo, because you have more than fucking earned it. That's for sure. So make sure that you're doing something to pat yourself on the back and say, hey, like, good job, and do more than just tell yourself good job. I mean, really find good cheer. Six of Wands upright is literally like a kind of like a good cheer card, where it's like everybody's celebrating and having a great time. Everybody is united and celebrating, lifting up this person that has found success, that has found victory. So that's what you need to do. Even if you don't have anyone cheering you on, cheer your damn self on, because you deserve that. You've been working hard, man. You've really been sacrificing a lot to reach a certain goal or deal or accomplishment or whatever the case. And it's like, you know, now that you're here, take that time to appreciate yourself, because the next goal is coming up right afterwards. And you don't want to get yourself, your being and your body and your mind used to like, okay, well, when I accomplish these goals, I never take time to rest. I never take time to celebrate. You need to reward yourself. The same way that you reward your puppy when you're trying to teach him, like, don't pee in the house, here's a treat. You know what I mean? You have to do the same thing to your being, because if not, your being's going to get used to, okay, we accomplish these goals and nothing happens. And then what's going to end up happening is you exhausting yourself. You feeling like, well, what the hell am I doing this for then? You know what I mean? So make sure that you are rewarding yourself, because it's going to count for something big in the long run, okay? And you're going to need that. This person, whoever this is going to need to see you at your best, in your element, on your A game. And the only way to do that is to take a break, to reward yourself, okay? So this is all that I'm seeing for my Virgos. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, Venus sign videos if you have not already. And I pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until then, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world. Don't work too hard. And I'll be back next time, okay? Bye, guys.